Right, hi guys, welcome to part 3, and we're halfway through the submerged cave. If you're still playing along, that was some big zombies. Not that I'm bothered by them, but yeah, damn. I just see that as lots of XP, quite frankly. So yeah, this is a side area, the flooded depths. Again, you know what, I wouldn't normally recommend doing this. I'd suggest coming back to it. However, I'm not going to listen to my own advice on this one. The cave thing, the fetid pool, I listen to my own advice because it's that much of a pain, I guess. This isn't too bad. All enemies we've seen before, so I don't have to explain the attack patterns. These are blue ones and they have extra life, it seems. But they're dead. There's another one there. In fact, let's just group these all up together. They all have extra life, but what I can do now is I can just cast and run back. Or even just run to the side, and there we go, they're all dead. And we'll hug the left wall again. So all I'm doing is just literally sort of running backwards or sideways whilst casting fireballs and trying to hit as many enemies as I can. But yeah, for our ones, we're just looking for spell damage really. That's the main thing we're looking for on them. These guys charge up an electrical attack, what does quite hurt if you get hit, but you shouldn't ever really be stood still around them. Those enemies are so annoying because they die and come back and you don't always see them. Just starting to itch and run. But yeah, if I've not got anything like informative to say, I'm just going to be talking about random stuff, so apologies if you're new to the channel and you're not really into that. This is a Let's Play channel ultimately, and I do just want people to know what a great game Path of Exile is. And I know myself, I've always found it difficult because there's never been sort of like a good guide that I can follow along. But this is just a very fun guide. Oh, I don't have any ID scrolls. I'm not gonna like cheat and just nab some out my stash. We're gonna learn the hard way that you have to pick up whites in the early game, as I've said. What I'm doing here is I'm looking for items that I know. For example, the crude bow takes up 2x3, whereas the wand takes up 1x3, and they both give the same amount of like soul shard things. So like I personally think the 1x3 items are better because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 items are a scroll of wisdom, whereas opposed to that, like look how many of those we couldn't fit in the, you know, like in our inventory. Is the club of 1x3? Yeah. See what I mean? Those are like worth the exact same amount, but I'll hang on to that though because it's blue and it does give us some different forms of currency, kind of, which I kind of want to show off. And we need to run around here apparently. I think we're getting near the end of this area. This item is lit up. I suppose this is going to be one of the first examples of the loot filter I can show you. I'm not going to let those guys hit me. Well, I was going to, but I thought he might. But anyway, let's just very quickly show you the loot filter in action. So, without the loot filter, that's that. You see the difference? It's subtle, but it's there. Anyway, the reason we want this is you see it's got one of every socket. It has a green socket, it has a blue socket and a red socket, and they are all connected. standard. This means if we took this into town and sold it, we would get something, we would get one of those chromatic orbs we've already seen, and they are pretty valuable.
Too much clutter.
So for all my blah blah blah, it's 2x3, I don't care, it's worth a lot more than the other things. Coral ring, even though I might not use it, I am still going to take it because it's a 1x1 item, and it gives me the same as a 1x3. Large mana flask will swap out, and in fact, as I said, I want my mana flasks where I know where they are. We have hit, if you wanted to keep levels with me in the same areas, that's fine, you can do some grinding, or you may find yourself a higher level than me or a lower level than me. It's completely up to you. It's just a base guideline. But anyway, we're here now at Elemental Dominion, which gives us quite a few nice stats. It's, as you can see from the thing, it's a bit bigger than like these ones, but not quite as big as this one, for example. So it is like a key sort of point. As you can have a look, like, yeah, the key points have more stats, and luckily Lifting Nerdbro has come up with a really good order to get them in, and like to find some really useful ones that work with some skills. Now this blacksmith whetstone, as I was on about the 40% quality, if we can get items that combine 40% quality and we sell them to the shop, we will get one of these. And it's the same as the armor one, the armorer's stone, but it's just for weapons. So yeah, if a weapon did 100 damage, it adds 1% quality, so it would do 101% damage. This is the boss for this area, and he's one of these crab things, and yes, like the crab, he will respawn after. I'm just going to run around him. He does summon crabs what would seem to cast ice. It's hard to tell because I can't be frozen. So I just want to sort of move around and keep casting. That was a terrible throw. There we go. He's into his ice. Well, he's into his own full, like, ranged form now. But again, look at the number of attacks I'm dodging just without even like meaning to, just by running, like sort of left and right. Even if I'm just running back and forth, just by moving, you dodge attacks.
Too much clutter.
Quicksilver flask. Damn. Well, we're just gonna have to just go with it, I guess. We can't have any of those. But then again, there's nothing exactly what a better there for me personally. You might have found some really good items from that. I didn't. Our skill gems need leveling up. We'll just left click and level those up, and we'll use a portal to go back to town. The portal doesn't bring you in the middle of town, it does bring you to the south, so it does require a quick run up the stairs to an NPC. And because, look at this, because we picked up so many white items, we can sell a lot. So we've got like a scroll there in a bit. Even the rings sort of... Oh, the reason we got that one is because that's magic. So, well, if we sell magic items... Oh, that's really bad because that doesn't give it, but... Yeah, sometimes you'll get alteration shards, which lead to orbs of alteration. I am going to ID the mana ring because it could have... it could have life on it, potentially. This is the one that when we sell it, we get one of these chromatic orbs, which are pretty decent currency, which falls to another perfect time as well. Like, this isn't a chrome. Well, it's not worth a chrome, and I'm just going to refer to it as a chrome because they're not linked. All three of them have to be linked. You can find them in vendors. However, we're going to take the Summon Raging Spirit. I quite like this because it kind of gives a bit of a... It helps you, gives you stuff sort of what makes it easier. Basically, like, you get stuff what can tank for you. But what I was going to do is, look, this guy sells 3 socketed items, meaning Oh man, that would have been one. If that had been linked, I would have bought that to resell instantly. And again, the same with that. But we haven't got one on this particular instance. Now the shops do reset each time you level up. So, yeah, it's cool. Ugh, I'm kind of going against my own advice here, but I am actually going to take that ring over the life ring, which I've been saying, oh, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to do it. Right click on this, it's a quest reward, and it gives us a passive skill reset. So, oh no, it doesn't. No, it's not a refund, sorry. It is just a passive point. So, we're making our way over to Shamanistic Fury, because we are going to be all about the totems. We'll quickly see if Nessa's got some new items in, and she does. She has Conversion Trap, and she has Flame Totem. So we're going to stick that in a red socket, and we're going to say hello to our new best friend. We are going to be using this an awful lot. I'm just setting my skills up how I have them. You can set them up however you like, and I will be showing them off outside of town. So yeah, you know what, we've got Flame Totem, so we'll go back to this area, the coast, I guess. Or do we go to the, we'll go to the submerged passage, actually, it's kind of easier. And then we'll run back here. Wait, we didn't finish this area, did we? No, because we went into there. So yeah, we'll finish this area first. Because we got sidetracked. And then I'll go back and deal with the fetid pool. But you can do that, you can do side quests in any order you want. That's Flame Totem. You place it down, it just burns the shit out of stuff. It lasts for about now. Yeah, it's kind of like lasts for a few seconds. It auto targets stuff for us. It's very useful. So it goes from basically one totem always is going to be the same for a while. One projectile's the same. 2 to 5 fire damage, and it lasts 8 seconds and has 100 range. So we put a point in it. It's still 8 seconds, still 100 range. Just does more fire damage, which probably doesn't seem much, but watch. Like, it kills stuff a lot quicker. Oh my god, there's another one of those guys as well. I'm just gonna like run back. I am gonna also help out with my. So all I'm gonna do is cast that and then run back and hide behind stuff, and just hide behind this. You can tank hits, and it doesn't matter if it dies because it only costs mana. We have a chest plate, which is a chrome, because it's got the 3 linked. So yeah, get used to me saying that now, because I'm not going to like make a big point of mentioning it anymore. I'm just going to be picking them up. 12% increased spell damage is already better than this. And it has, oh my god, that's very nice. That is why I picked blue ones up. That has an increased 30%. So we're going to basically just move our gems into different colours, because we're going to get rid of that gem and we're going to use that one. The DPS doesn't matter, I don't believe, as to which. Wait, 3.9, 28.9, 28.9. No, it doesn't matter which one is in which hand. And 1 mana gained on kill. That's pretty damn nice. The only reason we've got that again is because it's a chrome. I should have put that in my chest, and I should have dumped my currency in my chest. And we were meant to equip the mana ring as well. So we are now starting to get sloppy. But again, hopefully you guys are paying a little more attention. And yeah, you can only have 1 totem at a time, so it is a little. It's not like annoying as such, but it's just something to bear in mind. But yeah, look at that now. It's just like burning the shit out of everything. This is what I love about this build. It is so like friggin' easy. The fire totem is just so bloody useful. Again, it might get nerfed, it might not always be this good, but until then, we're just gonna enjoy it. Like, I can just literally just do that, just cast it and stand still. It's very, very useful. As you saw, the guys didn't drop like that clan thing we fought earlier as well. Didn't drop a unique, so don't always just assume it will. Even though I'm not, we can use other skills to help kill stuff with our fire totem, but fire totem is so good. It's like the old like sort of main thing we use in this build. But again, I'll help it out here. I'll just weaken them all, and then it can just do its thing. Superior, we'll take it. It's a superior item. I want to show you guys that recipe at least once, and then I'm going to nag you guys to use it, even though I'm not going to. And again, I'm picking up items I know are 2x2 and 1x3 because I know that they stack very conveniently. But yeah. So these guys have powerful crits, so I'll probably go from being alive to almost being dead. I'm just going to spam a few fireballs down there and put a flame totem in the way. Upon leveling, we do get mana flask like fully refilled, which is very nice for us. But yeah, look at this, a 12% increased totem damage, and our totems, when we get like 3 more skill points, are going to absolutely rock. That is a skill gem. Quite literally, enemies can drop them, and enemies can also drop them with quality modifiers, so it'll do 1% more damage, or it'd be 1% better, we'll say, because sometimes, like, if it's a defense bonus, it won't always do more damage. The ledge, one of my favorite areas in the game. If you're struggling for gear, or think you're a little underpowered, or want to do some leveling, this is the place to do it. It's slightly harder than it used to be, because you just used to have these slow skeletons and other really easy enemies. However, the enemy variations changed in the Awakening. However, it is still a very fun, very awesome area, what I enjoy sort of going through. That is an AoE, as you can see. It does sometimes hit 2 at once, so bear that in mind when you are placing your totem down. But yeah, sometimes enemies will shoot the totem, sometimes they'll shoot you, so don't just assume that, oh, I've got a totem down, I'm safe. These guys all have extra fire damage, which is kind of fine because we're not going to let them hit us. We're just going to run back. These are just normal enemies, they're not part of the clan thing. And we do have a Scroll of Wisdom, which is pretty nice. 10% increased elemental damage is not as good as our 12% spell damage, or 30% from that actual one, the blue one. The OP one, as it should be known as. Rustic Sash isn't bad. Driftwood Wand, 12%. Why am I still looking? Actually, why am I still looking? Because I've got 2 12%. Well, anyway, we'll take it anyway. It's a 1x3 item, which I can sell for stuff. If you do have any questions, by the way, just post them in the comments regarding the game. Oh man, that could have been nice, but we'll take it actually. No, it's 7% actually. Why am I taking it? Whatever. We'll take it, and then I can get the stupid recipe out of the way. And I don't have to pick up just... I won't really pick up then superiors unless they're like very high percentage. Which is really bad, to be honest, and I probably should. But you know what? We're not going to. But as you can see, by the way, like, you saw the entirety of my stash. And I'm not leveling with anyone to do this either, so you can do this completely on your own. I do have a guild actually, but I'm not really like utilizing it. But as you can see, there's a few people in it from my stream when I created it. But I would have to increase the storage by RL cache, which I can't do at the moment. We are going to go back to town very quickly. We are approaching the 20-minute mark as well, so we'll just quickly do a little sell of shit. So that's a chrome, and everything else is either superior or just a white item. I'm probably going to sell. Sometimes I like to save skill gems, sometimes I just sell them. And I'm just going to sell them here. Right. Let me see if we have... So we have a 10%, 18%, 25, 38. We need a tiny bit more quality. The armor and the items have to be the same sort of thing. So you can't make 40% just using... like... You can't mix them, basically. It's either weapons or armor. But there we go. We got 11, 19, 29, 37, and 44, which is more than that. So we get... This is the recipe I was on about. I'm just going to throw that in there because I don't need it. But we get a blacksmith whetstone. So if you save stuff up, that gets 40%. Great. You get to sell them to a vendor and you'll get one of those back in return. You know what, I was going to show you it for the armor, but I can't be bothered. Trust me, it works. And you get those. You get armor shards for selling those to a vendor. So yeah, I'm just going to sell those normally now. But yeah, this is literally like all my currency. I'll show you my stash tabs just so you know I'm not cheating. I do have like a lot of stash tabs. I've put a fair bit of cash into the game. Not a reason I'm supporting it. I generally... I'm a fan of this game and think it's pretty good. Do you have any new gems? Nope, you don't. We're just going to sell those because I don't need them and chuck those in there. So I've done a bit of inventory management. This guy has... Oh, we just got a new quest for us. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Join me in the next part when we shall be continuing on the ledge towards the Emperor's Road and stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys then. I hope you guys have been playing along and enjoying the build so far. If you haven't and you want to now, because you've seen Flame Total and you're like, ooh, this is fun, this looks overpowered, this looks easy or whatever, feel free. There's the videos. Go back in time, load part 1 up, have it on a second monitor, have it in the background. Just like play along at your own pace, and yeah, hopefully you'll have fun with the build like I do. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.